Time now to find out what else is going on around the world of TCU athletics. For that, it's Olivia Moody.
Thanks, Brian. Olivia Moody here with another Texas Health Sports Medicine Sports Report, so stay tuned. Hey Frog fans, thanks for joining me for another episode of Horned Frog Nation. Our football team climbed into the AP poll at number 25 after a huge win against Purdue. Be sure to pack the Carter this Saturday at 2:30 as the Frogs take on SMU in the battle for the Iron Skillet. Our TCU women's soccer team is currently ranked number 17 in the NCAA United Coaches Poll. They played Houston Baptist last week and won 3-0 to continue their 6-game winning streak. Unfortunately, they broke their winning streak in a tough loss against Washington on Saturday, but the girls hit the road and head to Tucson, Arizona to take on the Wildcats. Our volleyball team secured the Adran Cup after beating Miami 3-0 on Friday, and then another tough win against Auburn 3-2 on Sunday. A huge congratulations to Audrey Knowles for being named the Big 12 Rookie of the Week, and good luck to the girls as they hit the road to take on Rice this weekend. It's been a huge week for Horned Frog sports, but an even bigger week for Mariah Castillo, as she won her second 5K in back-to-back meets. I'm going to sit down with head coach Jen Fazioli to talk more about Mariah and how the team is training for the season. I'm sitting here with Jen Fazioli, the head men's and women's cross-country coach, to talk a little bit about one of her athletes, Mariah Castillo. So tell me a little bit about Mariah as an athlete.
Well, Mariah is still pretty young, but very dedicated. She's very good about doing all the little things, which is hard to implement with kids coming out of high school. They're used to getting by on their talent, and Mariah's constantly in the training room. She's very diligent about rehab work, rolling out just preventative things that keep her healthy as an athlete. Very conscious of her sleeping, her eating, everything else. So it's nice not to have to be on her about that. She keeps me updated. She's very communicative when it comes to what's bothering her, how she's feeling. So it makes it very easy for me to adjust her workouts and her training based off of what she's telling me.
So besides her athleticism, and obviously she brings that to the team, how do you see her leadership growing? She is very young, so how do you see her leadership growing in this program, and what can she bring to the team leadership-wise?
Right. So she's naturally a quiet person. I think she leads more by example, by what she does on the cross-country course, on the track, more so than what she says. But everybody on the team has a high level of respect for her because of what she has accomplished already and what she accomplished in high school. So I think it's more lead by example.
So she came and she's obviously proven everybody how great of an athlete she is. What qualities did you see in her prior to her committing to TCU?
I think there was always potential there. Just getting into, she may not have had the resources necessarily in high school, but now she's got the resources in terms of massage, how she can take care of her body here. And she did a lot with a little. I knew her high school coach personally. He did a really good job with her. We were in communication a good deal, so I could learn more about her. She's just a very dedicated person, very competitive, wants to be good, and so you can't really teach competitiveness, and that's the first thing. And then she's got a lot of talent and is willing to work to get to where she wants to go. She's got big goals.
Do you think that the team feeds off of her competitive nature?
Absolutely, yeah, definitely. And my top two girls, her and Evelyn Mandel. Evelyn is more so on the other side of the leadership, speak and by example. And they kind of play well off of each other. It's great to see them in workouts together this year because when Mariah was injured last year, Ev was a lot on her own. And so I think they make each other better.
So you talked about their dynamic as a team, the dynamic as a whole. In what ways do you think this year's team has grown in comparison to last year?
I think this year's team is a little bit more cohesive and it's a little bit smaller, but we've got a better team dynamic and they are willing to work and they follow instruction a little bit. And I think it's just, on the guys' side of things, I've got a lot of young freshmen, so it's just learning and growing together. The women are still a work in progress. But we're getting there, and it's so early in the season. We've got another 6 weeks until I really want to be hitting it, or until we need to be peaking. So we've actually got a lengthy training block right now for them to kind of grow and progress with their training.
Awesome. Well, best of luck with your season. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for joining us for another Horned Frog Nation and Sports Report. Thanks again, Coach. Coming up next, Brian sits down with David Balsomi, so don't go anywhere.